Juice on standby. What's going on, guys? It's your boy SavageGamer68 back again with another video, and today we're going to be exploring a new section of content today. Now, you may be wondering what that is. I already posted a poll on the channel asking like what type of content you guys want to see upcoming, and I only did two different kinds, gameplays and reactions, only because this week's kind of a busy week for me, so I wanted to narrow it down and leave all the good stuff for another time. So I went, searched on the poll, and found out that somebody voted that we should react to things that we felt we were doing wrong. I think I worded that differently, but you guys get the point. So we're going to be watching a video today exploring what have I been doing wrong this whole time in my life. It could be something small, as in the way you hold a knife when you're cutting food, or it could be how you take a shit. Whatever it is. But before we get into the video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, we're building up subscribers. Let's go. And let's get into the video. We got the video going up, so I'm gonna full screen this, and then we're gonna watch it. 20 minutes.
We all have our favorite way of doing things, but many of us are making the usage of everyday things a lot harder for ourselves than we realize. From the most efficient way to eat fast food to the only way you should be washing fruit.
Why?
Get
What?
ready for your mind to be blown
Washing
as I
fruit in a
reveal a
dishwasher?
whole ton of things you never realized you've been doing wrong.
Alright, let's see.
Big Mac Balancing Act.
Big Mac
Fast food is an
balancing.
easy and convenient option when you're on the go. The bonus being that it's usually dangerously delicious.
I
We
mean,
all
it
know
is
that
good.
McDonald's
Not gonna
takeout is
lie.
one of life's simplest pleasures, but eating one on the move isn't always the easiest task. Whether it be whilst walking or in your car, the absence of a table can end with your Big Mac and fries looking like a big mess.
I mean,
But
yeah,
it
that
turns
has
out
happened.
there is a right way to eat Mickey D's on the go. First, you flip open the burger or nugget box and place
Okay.
it on top of your drink, poking the straw up through the fold of the
There's no way. There's no way that this is actually like the trick. I'm gonna have to try this with McDonald's.
box. Next, fill the empty side of the box with your fries. And
Fries.
voila, you have your very own instant fast food trough to eat.
Okay, so try this out, guys. Go to McDonald's, get yourself a meal, and try to see if this works. I will personally do this myself, and if it works, I will pull a post showing a picture saying that it works. But like, I thought it was gonna be like some weird thing where just grab the wrapper or something like that, or grab the box and eat like that. But this is a new technique. But here's my big question. You got the chicken nuggets and the french fries. Their weight is basically similar and all that. So like if you put them in a balancing scale, it's very similar. But if you put a Big Mac on one side and you put a bunch of stuff on the other, how would that balance out? Because the Big Mac weighs more. I don't know, but I'm actually curious about that now.
From face first if you wish to literally pig out. While it may look a little gimmicky, it has been touted as the ultimate hack by the guys at the Golden Arches themselves. Easy, delicious, and a little shameful, just as every McDonald's meal should be. Clean of the crop.
What is this?
After diving face first into fast food, now it's time for something a little healthier. You might be shocked to find out that you've been washing fruit completely wrong this whole time. Most people wash fruit individually under running water,
Yeah.
but turns out that running them through a cold dishwasher cycle is just as effective and washes all your fruit and veg at once. While the idea of washing fruit
Hold on, hold on. All right, let me get this straight. You stick your fruits and your vegetables in the dishwasher. I understand it washes all of them, but like, huh? Wouldn't you get like detergent or something like that? Like little residues from detergent from the previous load on your food? That kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's keep going with this
through
video.
a soap-filled dishwasher cycle sounds very unhealthy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there are no suds to be seen with this method. The secret is to add some distilled white vinegar, also known as acetic acid, into the tab tray, which acts as
Okay.
a disinfectant that can eliminate bacteria and viruses. You might think this dishwasher method would result in a big old smoothie, but it really does work with each piece of fruit making it through the washing whirl. To protect more delicate items such as kiwis and grapes, place
I'm
them on the
gonna have
top
to.
rack and put heavier produce like melons and pineapples on the bottom. If that wasn't enough, turns out your dishwasher can do a whole host of things you'd never imagined, including steaming salmon fillets in tightly sealed foil by running them through a cycle with your dirty dishes for a no-hassle dinner. The
You.
hero of kitchen appliances.
This lady literally cooked salmon inside of her dishwasher. What? Bro, I don't know what to explain. I mean, in order to do that, you would have to tightly seal that package. But like,
Looks
what?
like the dishwasher is well and truly cleaning up when it comes to multitasking talents.
I mean, if you need
Fruit
food.
pursuit.
All right, what's about
Now
fruit?
that
Let
our
me
fruit
let me
is
know
squeaky
this.
clean, it's time to serve it up. But chances are you're probably doing that wrong too.
All right, how
Watermelon
do
slices are a refreshing treat on a hot summer's day, but preparing these little triangles of joy can be pretty time consuming.
all right, how do we do it?
Instead of messing around with complicated slicing techniques, why not opt for the easiest chopping method possible that also cuts out any fuss with presentation?
Do you know what's really fun?
I
Make
don't
your
want
website on Wix.
ads.
Start by slicing the watermelon in
Okay,
half and laying one flat side on a cutting board.
this one I kind
Then
of know
slice the
about.
half melon from
I
one
actually
side to
have
the
done this
other at
before.
even intervals, followed by cutting in the opposite direction,
So
forming
this is not. This is
cube-like-shaped
actually a
chunks.
good
And
technique.
there you have it.
You got like
Watermelon sticks
watermelon
that are easy to
spears.
eat and can be served as is. Another sweet skill to
That
add to
one's
your
good.
culinary carving arsenal now? Most people just cut strawberries like this, but this really isn't the most effective way to get the most berry
I
for
do
your
that.
buck.
Okay.
Cutting the tops off wastes a good amount of the strawberry and also
Okay.
leaves behind some of the worst bits of the fruit. While most attention is given to removing
Hey, I
the
still eat
stalk,
those bits.
most people don't realize that strawberries can have a quite tough inner core, and not removing this can result in an eating experience that's not very good. The best way to
I
serve
mean,
up
I
the
still
most
eat them.
succulent strawbs is to use none other than a straw. All it takes is a quick poke and the stalk and core are removed just like that. Not only does this method work like a treat, it's also super satisfying to watch the core slide out of the straw.
No, no, that just sounded so wrong. But putting a straw through a strawberry, it works and all that stuff. I haven't done it before, but I've seen this. But like, why? I mean, I don't know.
Now that's a whole new reason to call them strawberries.
I get the pun.
Perfect prep.
Okay, what's my prep
Chopping
work?
fresh fruit and veg can be the worst part of cooking. For many, it's boring, time consuming, and unless you have a decent knife, just a real pain. Well,
Yeah.
I bet you've been wasting time by slicing your ingredients one at a time. Did you know that there's actually a super easy method to slicing your ingredients all at once?
All right, how do I do
No
it?
fancy kitchen gadgets required. This
Okay.
trick works best for smaller produce like grapes, olives, or cherry tomatoes, and you
Okay.
probably already have everything you need in your pantry to achieve it. Simply grab yourself 2 Tupperware lids, place your
Okay.
ingredients on one lid, and sandwich the other
Oh,
lid
I
right
know
on
this
top.
one.
This way you can cut
I know that. Yeah, I've done it. I've seen this before and everything. What it is basically you can already see it, but it takes two top lid containers and it creates almost like a sandwich, and you could just slice right through and all that stuff. I've seen this before, and I think I've done this once or
through
twice.
everything in just one slice. Now
There you
you've
go.
got your ingredients all prepared in record time, it's time to cook up a storm.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all know that the key to a good meal is the right seasoning. And while
Yeah.
fresh herbs always pack the biggest punch when it comes to flavor, they tend to wilt and go bad pretty quickly. While dried herbs are widely available, nothing beats that freshly picked taste. But there
Okay.
is a way to have fresh herbs at your disposal every mealtime. All you need is a nice cube tray, as well as any herbs you want to preserve. To
Okay.
conserve fresh herbs, fill each ice cube tray with the herb mix of your choice, followed by a healthy glug of your favorite cooking oil. Pop them in the freezer for a few hours, and there you have it, your very own instant seasoning cubes. And if you enjoy a glass of white or rosé wine with your perfectly seasoned meals, you may know this stuff is best served between 45 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Unfortunately, that often means having to wait for that bottle you just brought home from the store to chill in the refrigerator. But when that sunny afternoon in the backyard is calling, it pays to be smarter. A few ice cubes
Okay.
might do the trick, but icing up your wine will only dilute it on a hot
I know
day.
that
The
part.
horror! But fear not, the real solution can be heard through the grapevine. Wine
What?
experts recommend adding frozen grapes to your glass to instantly cool down the contents without diluting it. Not dissimilar to olives and
Frozen
martinis, you
grapes.
can even eat those wine-soaked grapes after draining the glass. Cheers! Wow, looks like the freezer might be catching up on the dishwasher for appliance of the
Freezing grapes. I don't know how I feel about that. Cause wouldn't it wilt the grape too? Cause it's frozen? Cause I know that if you stick fruit in the freezer, it basically makes it like
week.
mushy.
Saucy secrets.
Okay, what's my saucy
When it
secret?
comes to french fries, everyone has their perfect sauce. The
All
problem
right.
is, in a
Yeah.
fast food joint, you'll find yourself getting up and down over and over to refill those pesky paper condiment cups that
Okay.
are far too small for purpose. Or are
Okay.
they?
Shopify has impacted our business heavily. It gives us a platform.
What is this sauce
While
technique?
condiment fans out there might have noticed that those teeny cups contain pleats in their design, you may
Okay.
not realize there's a very specific reason for this. You can stop taking extra measures to ensure you're getting enough sauce because with just a few pulls, these small saucers are transformed into larger condiment holders. In its pulled
Oh,
apart
I
state, the
didn't
vessel
know
can hold the
that.
amount of 2 cups worth of ketchup, barbecue dip, or whatever tickles your fancy.
That actually
And
no,
what's
that
more,
is
you
a
can
smart
finally
idea.
give your fries the full-length dunk they deserve.
Okay, that's actually clever.
Chiptacular.
All right, what
There's
about
no better
chips?
accompaniment to a chilled glass of grown-up grape juice than a big pack of salty, savory chips. But is
Okay.
there a better way to binge on what the Brits call crisps? Well, for starters, Pringles' cylindrical container has become iconic, but it's not exactly the most
Oh, I know this one.
user-friendly
I know this
design.
one.
While the cardboard
I know this one. All right, hopefully I get this right. But what it basically saying is, it's trying to tell you that when you try to get Pringles, your hands sometimes get stuck and all that stuff, and you can't get them. So what they're trying to say is, grab a little like piece of like I don't know, it's like cardstock paper or something like that. Slide it in between the like fold it up and everything in half, and then just put it through and all that stuff, and then it's supposed to come out all in one. Let me see if I'm correct
2
with that.
protects the Pringles from shattering, it also makes them annoyingly difficult to get out.
I
But the
see.
next time you're digging your hand into that tennis ball-sized hole, stop. You're doing it wrong. The method of getting full
Let me see.
access to your tube of chips is a piece of cake. Or more accurately, a piece of paper.
Yeah, see,
Simply
I
fold
was
a piece
right.
of
I know
paper
this
in
one.
half and shove
Like
it
this
in
is
the
what they
can
do.
of Pringles, in between the container wall and the chips. Then simply slide the Pringles out and back
There you
in
go,
at your
see?
convenience.
I
It's
knew
that
about it.
easy. As for more traditionally packed chips, though, you might see no other option than to dump them into a bowl to serve. But instead of
I mean, a
pulling
bowl's
bowl
not
out
that
for
bad.
chips and then trying to get the leftovers back in the bag, why not make a bowl out of the bag itself?
What?
We all know that chip companies scam us out of a full bag of chips by filling them with air, but I
Yeah.
found a way to finally make use of all that wasted space. With your open bag of chips in hand,
Okay.
start at the bottom of the packet and slowly roll up, pushing the chips into the additional space left at the top of the bag. As you
Okay.
continue rolling, the chips will get pushed to the top of the bag. When the chips reach the bag's brim, stop rolling. It's that simple. As the chips
Okay,
get
that is
consumed,
actually
just keep
clever.
rolling
That
for
is
more,
not
while
bad.
you're a party hosting pro
That would
who
actually
doesn't
be
even have
funny
to do dishes.
if I go to walk
Great
somebody
job.
and I like,
If
you
all
want some
these
chips?
things you've been doing wrong are getting you down, one thing you can do right is tapping those like and subscribe buttons for more amazing things you never knew. Done? All right.
I
Let's get
have
back to the
never
video.
done that.
Pizza power.
Okay, pizza. All right.
Perhaps the best part
What's
of
up with
ordering an
pizza? What am I
absurdly
doing
large
wrong with
Is the
pizza?
knowledge that the next day you'll be enjoying those delectable leftover slices.
What am I
Some
doing
folks
wrong?
are of the opinion that all next day pizza should be enjoyed cold for the authentic leftover experience.
I
And when
mean,
compared to the
I do
soggy
eat
mess that
pizza
comes from
cold
trying to
or
revive your
warm,
slices in the
so it
microwave,
depends.
they'd be right. While using an oven is an effective option
Now,
for
now here's the
non-sloppy
thing. Hold on, before we keep going. Pizza, when I have leftovers, I stick them in the fridge and all that stuff, and I would microwave that and eat it. Now, let's say this is leftovers, like I eat pizza early morning, which you shouldn't really do, because who eats pizza early morning? Unless it's like breakfast. Then I would leave some for like a few hours later. Now, if it's cold, like room temperature cold, I eat it by itself. Now, if I were to microwave it, or I mean not microwave it, put it in the fridge, then I'd have to microwave
Day-old
it.
pizza resuscitation, it can take up to 30 minutes to properly reheat just one slice,
And I don't want to
including
put that in the
preheating
microwave.
time.
I mean, in the
And as
oven.
we all know, leftover pizza is not something you can wait that long for.
Yeah.
So I'm pleased to reveal there is a secret way to wind back the clock and restore
What
your
is it?
leftover slices back into their prime out-of-the-box state. All you need is your leftover slices and a
Okay.
non-stick skillet. First, you cook the pizza in the skillet on a medium to low heat for 2 minutes to restore that dough to its peak crispy state.
Okay.
Next, add in just a little splash of water to the pan, not too close to the slice itself. Reduce the heat to low and cover the skillet for 1 minute and let things get steamy. This
Okay.
allows the cheese on top to spring back into its melty gooey goodness. And after just 3 minutes, you've got yourself a superior slice of melted
That's
cheese,
not
nice
bad.
crust, and crispy bottom pizza. Delicioso. Even
Okay,
the most
that I'm gonna have
devoted
to
cold
try.
pizza connoisseurs have to admit that this pan method is worth a try. After all, pizza knowledge is pizza power.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Annoying oranges.
Alright, what's up with my oranges?
Despite being
Let's
one of the
figure this
most
out.
appealing fruits around, there's no denying that
They
oranges
are
can be a
good
bit of a
too.
pain. You can spend what seems like forever digging your fingernails into the rind, trying to pull off the peel piece by piece, only to end up with sticky hands and a big old mess of peel. While there's no
And
doubt
it
that
normally
easy
gets
peel
in your
oranges and
fingers.
satsumas are a stroke of inventive selective breeding genius, there's actually another easy way to peel regular oranges. And this method will make you look like a culinary genius. Not only does it look like a work of art, the unraveled citrus carving you see here is super easy to achieve and takes
Okay.
just 3 quick steps. First,
What's
make
the
2
steps?
thin cuts on each end of the orange, and then lightly trace the knife to make a light slice along the middle of the peel.
Okay.
Here's where the magic happens. Simply unfurl from where you cut your slit, flatten out the edges, and reveal your orange slices.
That's
Separate
it?
and ready to eat. Hey, presto! Now you've got a super easy way to get all those succulent segments, and you're also a bona fide
That's
food
all
artist.
you do?
While those citrus skills are impressive, you can save yourself even more time with this next trick, which allows you
Okay.
to skip peeling your orange while on the go altogether.
Okay.
To create your very own
I might have to try
pre-prepped
this one.
and protected orange, begin by creating a thin slice around the circumference of the peel by slowly rotating the fruit around.
Okay.
Next, take a spoon and wedge the handle up in between the peel and the flesh of the fruit to separate them. Repeat this on both sides of the orange. You can then pry off each side of the peel later, kind of like a little orange Pokeball, without having to get your hands sticky. While
I'm
you
gonna
can't
have to
catch
try that one.
Pokemon with this orange to go, you'll certainly be catching the attention and admiration of anyone lucky enough to get a glimpse of your glorious unsheathed orange.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Beat the box.
Okay, what's up with my
There are
to-go
few
box
pleasures in
takeout?
life that come close to ordering in Chinese takeout. Chomping down on oodles of noodles in your favorite pair of sweatpants is an
Okay.
experience like no other.
Yep.
And just the sight of that iconic Chinese takeout box is enough to set anyone's stomach rumbling. While you're probably more interested in what's inside the box,
What's in the box?
you might have missed the fact
What's
that
in
the
the
iconic vessel
box?
itself is a wondrous work of origami. The entire thing is cut from just one piece of folded card, which means there's no way your Kung Pao chicken can ever pow itself out of the box. While being
Okay.
leak-proof already puts this takeout box a cut above the rest. It's
Alright, look. That's a lie. Those are not leak proof. Because what happens is I went to a Chinese food place and we went over there. I basically ordered my stuff and got it to go. As soon as I got home, all the sauce that was in that container was leaking through. So those it must have been that or probably the one box that I had, but I can tell you right now, those are not leak proof. Watch, test it. Grab some water, put it in those. You will see. It is not leak proof.
Its all-in-one nature holds a secret second use that not too many people realize.
Yeah, GoDaddy Arrow is
What's the,
so easy. AI built me a website.
What's
If
the
you have a traditional Chinese
Yeah.
takeout box with a handle,
this box right here? This one. This is the one that leaks. This is a scam.
start by unhooking and removing it from
All
the
right,
card.
what is it?
Then simply pull apart the box, spread your food out, and there you have it.
That's all I have to do. Because normally, whenever I get takeout, I don't worry about doing whatever this is. Because I never learned this. I just grab it, put it on the plate, Flop it down, and that's it.
Nifty paper plate. Don't worry if your box doesn't have a handle. You can do this with any Chinese takeout box,
Okay.
including the ones held together with adhesive, with a little bit of prying. Seeing as
Yeah.
the whole point of takeout is convenience, why ruin it by giving yourself dishes to do? Especially after you've slipped into that sweet, sweet food coma. It's not just the Chinese takeout box
Yeah,
that has hidden
this already
depths.
knows me.
Looks like the humble pizza box is also hiding a secret. Turns
What's the
out you
pizza
can
box?
transform many a variety of pizza box into a smaller container for your leftovers in just a few simple steps.
Okay.
First, rip the lid off the pizza box, leaving just the base as well as your all-important pizza.
Okay.
Next, remove the two tabs on the edge of the box, leaving a V-shaped cut in each side. Then you can
Okay.
close the half box up, saving space in the
That
fridge
is
and securing your
smart. Wait, is that why whenever Domino's has their boxes, they have a smaller box? That it's either I'm dumb about that or that's probably a secret, but
leftovers.
bro, I didn't know
Pizza
about
smarter,
that.
not harder.
That means it can save you room in your
Garden
fridge.
corrections. There's nothing better than a nice refreshing glass of juice or milk to start off your morning, and while you might think there's no wrong way to pour from a carton, think again. There's actually an
What
art
is
to the
this?
perfect pour, and it all starts with how you hold the carton.
How you
Intuitively,
hold
most
it?
people will put the carton's plastic spout as close to the glass as possible, which results in that all too familiar chaotic glug glug splash.
Yeah.
Instead, we should be pouring the carton flipped around with the spout held high. And just check out the difference, a nice splash-free pour. There's actually a scientific reason why pouring this way is better.
Alright, what's the
When
scientific
pouring
reason?
the wrong way, the weight of the liquid inside the carton forces it out of the spout as quick as it can, leaving
Okay.
no room for air to escape the hole. This throws the air pressure all out of whack, creating a
Oh.
tsunami of uncontrollable liquid. Flipping the carton upside down creates a gap in the spout that lets air flow in and out as the liquid pours, keeping the pressure smooth and neutral, and the
Okay.
liquid flowing perfectly. And if you really want to be a straight up animal and just drink directly from the carton, the reverse spout trick will allow you to glug away without even having to tilt your head. Laziness at its finest.
Okay.
Yolk Hero.
Alright, what about my
Separating
eggs?
an egg yolk from the white is easily one of the most fiddly, cursed parts of baking. While the usual methods of passing the yolk from one side of eggshell to another or running the yolk through your fingers do work, they take time and create a big old mess
Then you
on
make your
hands.
hands sticky.
Instead, you can repurpose an empty plastic water
Oh.
bottle to
I know this technique and everything. What you probably are gonna look at the screen right now, but what this technique is, you grab like a container and all that stuff, and you put the eggs in there. So like the egg white and the egg yolk, and what you do is you grab a water bottle. Basically, you almost make it like to a squeeze bottle. You put it right over the yolk, and you squeeze the bottle, and it sucks up the yolk, and you can spit it out to somewhere else. That way, you have all the egg whites in one place, and then you have the yolks in the other. This one I have seen many people do. Watch, you'll see it right here.
quickly extract the egg yolk from the whites with some good old-fashioned suction. And when convenience is this satisfying to watch,
See?
any other method just seems egregious.
This is what I was talking about.
Slice cream.
Sliced cream.
Rock hard ice cream is a problem anyone with a sweet tooth or two is all too familiar with. And
Yeah.
I, for one, have bent many a good spoon hacking away to no avail.
The amount of times I have bent spoons while trying to get ice cream is so much. Like every time I go to get ice cream, if it's not those plastic ones, it's always the metal ones. Every time I go to put the spoon inside the ice cream and I lift it, you can see the spoon just slowly start bending down. So basically, like on the screen right here, there was like one spoon I think that did break or something like that, but that was like years ago.
The solution? Use a knife to cut that bad boy into slices instead to create pre-portioned discs of divine delight. What's more, the ice slicing method also happens to be the easiest way to make ice cream sandwiches. Those delicious little discs of ice creamy goodness.
Alright, so here's my question and everything. Hopefully he explains it into this video, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna cry. But let's say you follow this method, you follow this technique, you slice the actual ice cream, right? You slice the carton and everything, you slice the ice cream, and let's say you only want half the ice cream. How do you cover the other half? Because you already cut it in half. The top lid's not gonna fit in the bottom lid and all this stuff. So it's a matter of science. How do you close that off, because you can make it for ice cream sandwich unless you put it in a plastic small bag and you freeze it to make like a disc. But hopefully, my suggestion, I'm probably gonna guess this, but he probably either puts it in a plastic bag and puts it in the freezer, or he just I don't know. Let me see what that man says.
Will
I'm
fit
trying to think.
perfectly between two cookies.
Okay.
HoneyBook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact.
You're welcome.
All right.
And the benefits of the ice slice don't stop there. Picture this. You and a buddy are both eyeing up that last tub of ice cream in the freezer. Why waste time dutifully digging out an equal number of scoops into each of your bowls when you can
Okay.
just split the mother tubber right down the middle? Instant bowls and instant gratification. Ice cold. Can-dos.
Okay, what's
While
up with
drinking soda
cans?
gets a lot of bad press, considering the high sugar and sweetener content. What
Yeah.
about the cans we drink them from? Let's face it, you don't really know where that soda can you just pulled from the refrigerator has been, or what's been in contact with it. From
Okay.
warehouse floors to store shelves that could have played host to all kinds of uninvited climbers, cockroaches, rodents, you name it.
Okay.
In fact, back in 2013, CBS found that soda cans sold at stores, restaurants, and vending machines were covered in all sorts of different bacteria in jaw-dropping quantities. Well, we
Okay.
can't do away with the soda cans. Using a straw is a great way to protect against germs. But we all know the struggle of using a straw with a can. Often the
Yeah.
straw is too long and floats out of the hole, flopping over the side, making it tricky to get a hold of.
Okay.
But there's a solution. While the tab on a soda can's original
I know this technique. All right, I'm gonna tell it to you guys because I already know this. So let's say if you're watching it right now and you actually have soda in your fridge, go grab the soda. I'm gonna give you like 3 seconds. All right, you're probably back already because you probably sprinted over there. You grab the soda can and you open it up and all that stuff. Right? You touch the little metal thing and all of a sudden and you open the soda up. Now, if you put the straw in, like the guy said, it will float out. But what you do is that metal piece, the everybody takes off because they want to donate for something. Take that metal piece, turn it around, so that way it's over the hole, and you can put the straw through it. So that way you can drink from it and it won't float away. Like what he's gonna tell you right
purpose
now.
is as a ring pull to pop open the refreshing goodness. It also has a second purpose. And I promise, after you see this, you'll never drink soda the same way again. For a stable straw experience,
See?
simply flip
See,
the
this
can
is what I was
tab
talking about. This
around
right here.
So it's covering the drinking hole.
Do this.
Then pop your straw down the middle and voila, a built-in straw holder. When you're sipping soda this smartly, who cares about the inevitable diabetes?
See? It works.
Hammer time.
Alright, what's wrong with my
Seeing as
hammers?
it's already so well crafted for purpose, the design of the humble hammer hasn't changed much in centuries.
Alright,
But
what
in
am I doing
recent
wrong with the
years, many
hammer?
manufacturers have added a new feature to modern hammers that most people haven't even noticed. Instead of holding the nail in place with your fingers and risking a potential painful finger bash, turns out
Yeah, I've done
there's
that
a
way
very
too many
simple way to
times.
make your DIY a lot less dire. Check this out. Yep,
There is no way that a hammer has that. The hammer that I have in the house does not have that little
some hammers now have a
compartment.
cleverly placed groove meant for a
Oh
much
yeah, he said
safer
some
swing.
hammers.
The
That's why.
indent on some hammerheads even has a small magnet inside to hold nails in place on the hammer so you don't hit your thumb. Now that trick gets an unabashed thumbs up from me.
Okay.
McFlurry madness.
Alright, what's with the
It's safe to
McFlurries?
say that no trip to Mickey D's is quite complete without a McFlurry.
Yeah.
While you may think that the soft serve candy combo is a beautifully simple invention, turns out you might have been eating it all wrong. If
Okay.
countless social media posts are anything to go by, you might be one of the many thousands who regularly look at that big hollow plastic thing sticking out of the top of your flurry and assume that it's a straw spoon hybrid. But each time you try to slurp up the frozen goodness, you're confused by why it doesn't work. Well, there's a reason it doesn't work, and it's not because it's the worst straw ever designed. The hollowness of the spoon, not straw, is actually a very useful tool that McDonald's workers use when making your delicious McFlurry. The end of the spoon is designed to fit snugly into the machine that blends in the ice cream toppings, turning the spoon into an impromptu whisk. This McFlurry spoon's secret was officially revealed by McDonald's
Okay.
themselves.
This one I
To
kind of
promote the
knew.
launch of the new Caramel Brownie McFlurry in May 2021, the
Alright, that
fast
actually
food
looks
chain
good.
vowed to give away one of these sweet treats for free to everyone who has ever thought the spoon was a straw. So basically everybody. But if the spoon already looks like a straw and is hollow like a straw, then
Alright.
why don't McDonald's create an opening at the other end of the spoon so it can double as a straw? Well, according to Ronald's health and safety team, some of the McFlurry toppings are a little too large and might cause a choking risk if sucked up too quickly. Damn it.
Oh, that
Why
makes
must
sense.
harsh reality constantly get in the way of our fun?
That
Which of
makes
these
sense.
things had you never realized you were doing wrong? Are there any I missed out?
Oh no, no, no. We don't want to go to his channel. Subscribe if y'all want to. Uh, subscribe. But we have been doing some of these things wrong. Oh my gosh. It's honestly surprising. There has been some things that I didn't even know were actually like had those gadgets, like the pizza box. I didn't even know that had that, or the ice cream and everything. Which I still want to know, how would you be able to cover that? If anyone knows, let me know, because I'm very curious on why that is. But if you guys have done some stuff wrong, let me know in the comments below. I probably will tell you one or two things, which I already did. But it's your boy Savage Gamer 68. Stay savage, stay a gamer, and just know you might be doing something wrong right now. So find the right way to do it.